Welcome. Today we're doing a deep dive into a
It's
really
very
tragic
tragic
incident near the Great
to
Barrier Reef.
UK tourist.
Yes, a very sad story involving two British tourists. We're looking at a news report to sort of unpack what went wrong.
Exactly. We want to understand the factors involved and, importantly, what this means for water safety in Australia, especially for visitors.
The core facts are pretty grim. We have two British tourists and an Australian man caught in strong currents near 1770.
And tragically, the outcome was the death of the two tourists,
Actually, they
and
were
the
in a
Australian man
secluded
ended up
area.
hospitalized.
It really hits home the power of the ocean sometimes.
It does. Let's talk about the place itself, 1770.
Right, named after Captain Cook's landing spot. It's significant because it's at the southern end of the Great Barrier Reef.
And the incident happened on a Sunday afternoon. Crucially, they were swimming at an unpatrolled beach.
That's a key detail. Unpatrolled. And the immediate problem? Strong currents just swept them into danger.
The report mentions a pretty quick response, though, right?
Yeah.
Police helicopter
Nobody there
involved.
to help.
Yeah, authorities acted fast. Cap Rescue, the local rescue chopper service, even posted about how tough the mission was. They offered condolences, too.
So people were trying. The emergency call reportedly came in at 2:17 p.m. It all happened very fast.
Very fast. But despite the rescue efforts, the outcome was devastating for the tourists.
The victims were identified as British,
17
a
years.
17-year-old boy, and a 46-year-old man. Both died there.
Just awful. And the Australian man, also 46, he survived, but with serious head injuries. Airlifted to Brisbane, listed as critical.
And it's still a bit unclear how he got caught up in it, isn't it? The report doesn't explicitly say if he was trying to help them.
No, that detail isn't specified. It leaves you wondering. Police confirmed the UK origin, but haven't released names.
Understandable. It really brings the personal side of this tragedy forward. The report did bring in an expert perspective, though. Darren Everard from Surf Life Saving Queensland.
Yes, and his insights are critical here. He really hammered home the dangers of unpatrolled beaches.
What specifically did he point out?
He mentioned factors like high tide, swimming near creeks, near headlands. These things can combine to create really unpredictable, strong currents.
Ah, okay. So it's not just about if there are currents, but where and when they're likely to be worse.
Exactly. Like when the tide goes out, water rushing from creeks
Actually,
can
why
create
did they go
powerful
to an
flows where it meets the
unpatrolled
ocean.
area?
Headlands can disrupt currents too.
His advice for visitors then.
Pretty clear cut. Swim between the red and yellow flags on patrolled beaches. Always. And ask locals about the
Comment your
conditions,
thoughts
get that
on this
local
story.
knowledge.
He described the scene as chaos in the water, which paints a vivid picture.
It does. And another point from the report, apparently, there's only one patrolled beach within a 50-kilometer radius of 1770.
Only
Wow,
one.
only 1 in 50 kilometers. That seems, well, quite limited, doesn't it? Especially for a tourist area.
It certainly highlights the challenge. And putting this into a wider context, Royal Lifesaving Australia figures show 107 drownings
Oh.
nationally last year.
And a significant portion involved overseas visitors.
Yes, 25% were people born overseas. It really underlines the specific risks for tourists who might not, be familiar with Australian conditions, like rip currents, for example.
That's a sobering number. Makes you think. What about the police investigation?
They're treating it as non-suspicious, basically a tragic accident. A report's being prepared for the coroner, but no foul play suspected.
So it seems like a terrible confluence of natural forces, and perhaps not enough awareness of the specific local dangers.
I think that's a fair assessment. The key takeaway is really about the risk of strong currents, especially away from patrolled areas.
So listen to local advice, stick to the flags. Especially crucial for visitors.
Absolutely. Australian waters can be beautiful but demanding. Understanding that is key to staying safe.
Right, so wrapping this up, it really highlights this tension, doesn't it, between the incredible draw of places like the Great Barrier Reef and the potential dangers.
It does. Nature's power.
And it leaves us with a question, maybe for you, the listener. How important is clear, accessible safety information in preventing these kinds of tragedies, especially when we're out exploring places we don't know? Something to pause.
Thanks.